Hello, Mr. Fry's class, looking at Algebra 1, looking at this relations and functions. Hopefully you watched the videos. The videos are very helpful, including the last one with the very bizarre gentleman. We have, for number 1, we are determining if the following relations are functions, then state the domain and the range. First of all, I state that this is not a function. Because we have two x values that are the same. We have a repeating x value. Whenever you have a repeating x value, it wouldn't pass the line test, and it would be not a function. The domain are all the x values, and I listed them in order, and you don't have to repeat that one that's listed twice, so I only have it on there once. And then I have the range, and I list those in order also. I did number 2 because I wanted a no and I wanted a yes, okay? Well, and then I guess I could have done 3, but anyways, we have the domain and we have the range here listed in order, okay? It is a function because I do not have any repeated x values. You do the same for number 3 and 4. Try those on your own. Doesn't matter that they're fractions. Doesn't matter that they're fractions. This one is going to be a function. It's going to be a yes. This one's going to be a no, okay? And then you could see why this one's no. Double x values there, okay? All right, taking a look at number 5. Write each of the following as a relation, state the domain and range, then determine if it is a function. So the relation is just all the ordered pairs. And it might be difficult for you to read, these graphs because they don't print out very well. But I have it read the best of my ability for you. And these squiggly lines are just fancy brackets. I have the domain. I have the range, and this is not a function. You'll notice that it won't pass the vertical line test right here. It hits 2 of the same. It has 2 points that have the same x value, okay, and that would be 1. So I have 1 repeated right here. That's an ugly 1, sorry. I started to write it backwards. So 1. So it's not a function. Let's take a look. Try 6 on your own. Let's take a look at 7. 7. These are all of the points here. Once again, kind of hard to read. The graph, hopefully it's easy to read my writing. Just the squiggly lines, remember, are just fancy brackets. The domain, and you have the range. I don't have to repeat my range, so that's why there's only 3 there. And yes, it is a function. I don't have any repeaters in the domain. When you are making the maps, I wanted one that's not a function, and yes, it is a function. This one was going to be another no for me, so I wanted to, do this one, which was a yes. So, anyways, the mapping, what does that mean? Remember in your videos, you just map it out this way. This is all my domain. This is the range. These are my x values. These are my y values. In other words, remember, domain is x. Domain is x. Range is y. Range is y values. Okay, so I list them. I have a -2 going to 2 different numbers, so it's repeated. So no, it's not a function. It wouldn't pass the vertical line test. This one, number 10, I have them listed here, my x values and my y values, my x and my y. I don't have any repeaters in the x values, so it is a yes. It doesn't matter if you have repeaters in the y. It's only in the x values in the domain. Okay, now, for the bizarre man that kind of showed you how to do this, all of these, by the way, would pass the vertical line test. All of these are functions. And then the domain is just on the x-axis. How far does it go this way, and how far does it go this way? This is your x-axis, okay? So, for the domain, we're just concerned about the x-axis. It starts at -5, and it goes and includes 7. So if it's including, we use the brackets, okay? So it starts at -5 and it goes to 7, okay? And then the range is your y value, so we're going to be concerned with the y-axis, and it's goes down, we always go from the least to the greatest. So it starts down here. Oh, I thought it said -8. It's -9. Let me change that. It's a -9, starts at -9, and it goes all the way up to +9. So -9 and 9, yes, that would be a function. It passes the vertical line test. Number 14, when you do 14, the domain is going to be infinity, infinity, with the kind of like this one. It's going to be the same as this one, because it's going to continue to go on the x-axis. It's going to be covering all the numbers. The range starts at 2, so it starts at 2, and then it goes up infinity, and you always with infinity have the soft bracket or the parentheses, and this is a function, yes. Okay, just to help you out on that one. 15, notice it keeps going this way, it keeps going that way. It would go on forever and ever, even though they didn't put arrows, I'm assuming, since they're not points. So it's -infinity to +infinity. The range, it starts at -5, and then it goes up infinity. And yes, it's a function. It would pass the vertical line test. Number 17, it starts at -8 in the domain, and it ends at 2 in the domain, which is, remember, the x value, and that's the x values. The y values, it starts at -5, and it goes up to 8. So it starts at -5, goes up to 8. Yes, it is a function. Y, it's supposed to be a y. It's ugly y. Okay. Yes, it's a function. Good luck with the rest, and let me know if you need any further help.